What's up, guys? This is Elaine.
I'm Skeeter.
You're here with Neon Owl on Guru Cruise. All right, so Skeeter, we are back again.
Yes.
This is not our first sit down, but this is day 1, 2, 3, 4 of Guru Cruise Cabo. I don't know if it seems like longer or shorter, but so much has happened. How are you feeling into day 4?
Feeling really good. It's just, it's everything about it's been amazing. Like the destination was by far like the biggest one we've ever had, and the lineup's the biggest we've ever had, and just, I guess everything's a little bit bigger on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's been an amazing trip, and we've had some of the same artists. We've grown the lineup, obviously.
Yep.
And everyone's having a blast. Like, how do you feel like this cruise is different from the January one that we did together?
There's definitely a lot more diversity in the lineup for sure. Genre related and just a lot of newer acts for sure. So it's like more so just taking up, taking a chance and seeing what works. Splitting up all the genres. It's the first time we've had like every single genre on every single day at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And just all the secret surprise sets that have been going on. Just, gotta learn to just go with the flow and expect the unexpected.
We just came from a secret set with Amity, Midas, and Trivecta.
It was supposed to be a bar crawl. It literally was supposed to be a bar crawl. And there's like, hey, there's a deck there. Let's turn this bar crawl into a B3B.
And
all right.
And last time the same thing happened. It was popping off at the casino. Super fun. What's been a super special moment for you so far?
Super special moment. Well, I think ultimately the special moment that could kind of transcend from Jason's excitement was the fact that we had fireworks for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it took him 18 years to be able to do fireworks at a destination.
Yeah.
And that was super cool. Not only from the ship, but like all at the destination itself was super cool. And having the fire performers and the wakeboarding and all that stuff, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah.
So destination definitely is probably by far like the highlight so far, but we still have 2 more days.
We still have 2 more days, but it was crazy. Like, I've definitely been to Cabo before, but yesterday, everything, like Gemmentari, Sam Wolf, the energy was just insane there.
Yeah, super diverse lineup yesterday. Just so many different and crazy impressive sets that it definitely was our best destination party for
amazing.
Sure.
Yeah, Lavelle came with us to the Wet Foundation. Sam and Lavelle came with us to the Wet Foundation.
Sam almost missed his set.
He almost missed his set. So literally, there was so much traffic, issues. So he made it literally a minute before his set to play at the beach. Last cruise was obviously really stressful to put together, considering the pandemic and everything. It was like a pause for 2 straight years. Do you feel a little bit more at ease this cruise, despite the madness that's going on?
Well, ultimately, the cruise industry truthfully only returned to normal a couple weeks ago. So for us, this feels good, but we still kind of felt handicapped a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think going into Miami and then the next one, we're starting to get back into the normalcy of what Guru Cruise really could be. And that's, that open, just, no restrictions,
mm-hmm.
let's, throw an epic experience. Mm-hmm. So I think we're there. We're almost there.
Yeah.
This event, we still had that kind of cloud
Yeah.
of what was 2019 and 2020.
Yeah.
But now, we're starting to come out of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So obviously with the lineup, we've been seeing, well, personally, I love melodic, I love bass. I feel like you are kind of paving the way and booking a lot of these incredible artists. What did that take, right? You're bringing all these different genres, all these different artists. Do you think that that's something you're going to continue to do? How are the captains, how are the cruisers reacting? How's the GC fam reacting?
I think just overall just having a diverse lineup is important for many reasons. We do 120 hours of nonstop music on this particular one.
Yes, I haven't slept.
Don't mention that word.
What is sleep, guys?
But no, just ultimately just having that diversity and you might not necessarily be the biggest trance head or house head, but somehow, some way, whether you're on your way to your room or it's going to grab a slice of pizza like you're gonna hear something that just catches your eye or your ear, for example. It's gonna be your ear, not your eye. See, lack of
Sometimes
sleep.
your eyes, so you have this trippy experience.
Lack of sleep
everything.
here. Like I'm developing like a seventh sense. So I can hear from my eyes.
When you come to group cruise, you can hear from your eyes.
But no, I mean, ultimately just like stumbling on and the one really, really great feedback that we got from the last one was just overall hearing like people that are so ingrained in the house and techno community be like, we never knew who Midas was, Trivecta was, Amity was, and just being able to hear like the haunting, I'm gonna do the plug for Siren's Echo, just like the sound, it's just so hypnotic, and like you want to know where that sound is coming from. And it's the same thing with like house music. Like we did our inaugural Rising Tides party with A-Craze and Shipwreck and Claude, and just like really like developing that, you know, no matter what, if you come on Group Cruise for house music, you're gonna have house music. You come for trance, you're gonna have trance music. But being able to do multiple stages at the same time and there's no conflicts, like, you know, go grab a bite to eat, go to Starbucks downstairs and hear, like right now we have an emo party being played right now.
Which Nikita just crushed it at. We have Daddy, then we have Newport and Sounder. So that was amazing.
And actually Sounder played the other night at the Born stage, and that was her first live performance ever that I just
was mind blown when I found that out.
It was incredible, and you know, just things like that, like pushing artists and even our captains to like experience new things and push those boundaries to create those experiences. I mean, that's just the beauty of what Group Cruise is.
Yeah. And I want to say, like, I've talked to a lot of the artists, like, it's weird, right? Like, some people are like, this is not just my first Groove Cruise, this is my first cruise. And I was like, well, I don't think you can ever go to a regular cruise, period, after you come onto Groove Cruise. It's messed up your whole life.
It'll never be the same again.
And I've talked to a lot of these artists, and, you know, especially Trivecta the other day, and he was like, it's really cool, because I remember last time, I can say it out loud now, because he was anti-cruise. He almost wanted to, you know, jump off the boat. But he was like, after a few days in, he was like, I love this. I want to come back to every single cruise. And one of the things that you're not just opening up experiences for the captains, the attendees, but you're creating this special space for artists to do their own thing. Multiple artists have told me now, and Sam and I have had this conversation. It's like, people usually come to my shows and they expect to hear Trivecta.
Right.
The Trivecta sound, the Trivecta set. So it's nice for him to have played that already.
Yep.
And then just play the casino. But then when he's going to play again.
Oh, he also went back to back with A-Craze.
Oh, A-Craze. Yeah, so A-Craze is like, you want to play some dubstep? So they went back to back and like freaking 3-4 in the morning.
I don't understand the transition there, because it went from like heavy dubstep to some dark techno. And then it went back to dubstep, and it was like, wait, what just happened?
Exactly, and they don't get to do that at a festival at their normal show. And Sam's gonna play a side trance set tonight, and he doesn't get to do that at a normal Trivecta show. So it's like, it's almost like they're here playing this amazing show, but it's also like a vacation for them to do whatever the heck they want.
Well, it's funny because Courtney and Emma, Jem and Tori were talking about that on our ride to the destination yesterday, and they compared it to being at like an adult summer camp. It's like you can do, like, you're staying up late at night, hanging out with your friends, eating junk food, like, you know, creating these amazing experiences, but you also learn a lot about yourself and like what you can and can't do, and like, you know, things that you've always wanted to try. And that's one thing that like we like to do here is, you know, we don't want to tell you how to play. Like, we don't want to tell anyone how to like do their craft, you know, learn what they do. It's be yourself. Go up there, leave it all out. Like, you get to play multiple times. Some artists, you know, want to play 3, 4, 5 times. I think Green Velvet's played like 4 or 5 times already.
And Cosmolia is playing like every freaking day.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, switch it up. You know, see what works, because especially your fans, like your fans, your captains that are on this ship right now, they're used to seeing you play at the shows that they go to. They follow you around. They go to the music festivals. They see you play main stage. They see you play different stages. Give them something new. And that's like, it's funny, like when you said that about Sam, like, you know, he came on, he did his Trivecta set the first time.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm going to try something different. On the last night at the pool, he did a side
It was
set.
so
And it was
nuts.
so
We were all there.
receptive.
Yeah.
Like, it was so receptive. And, you know, being able to like create those new things and test your boundaries. I mean, Courtney and Emma, Gemma and Tori played their longest set yesterday.
Yeah.
So thankful for that. Like, you know, they just kept playing and they found their groove. And even JP came on and started,
like,
Blake started coming on and, you know, started playing with them. And it's just, again, expect the unexpected, because you never know who's going to play with whom. And just, I don't know. It's just, it blows my mind every single time we do one of these.
And I think that's why, like, Groove Cruise and the GC fam has just, you guys have very loyal, let's just say family.
Yeah.
Like, I know when the pandemic hit,
family.
they stood by you.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is home. And this place does feel like home, I think, for the attendees, the artists, everyone.
While every other, like, music festival or, you know, clubs, they were all being hammered with refund requests and just in a state of, like, the unknown. And, like, yeah, at first, like, it came with us, but we developed that state of the ocean where, like, we push, you know, and, you know, Jason is just so charismatic as it is, but, like, we did these live streams where he can actually just be open and honest about what was going on. Like, we never hid anything. It was like, this is where we're at. Like, there are no cruises, there are no music festivals. Like, half of our staff has been furloughed. You know, he was just so brutally honest. And I think, like, breaking that fourth wall and, like, showing that it's just not a faceless organization, that there's, you know, he cares about this brand, he cares about his community, he cares about the captains. You know, I think that helped us survive, because a lot of our captains and even, like, first timers were not asking for refunds. Like, they believed in what he had created and, like, the message he was saying. And I mean, we believed it too. And that's why we're like, you know, whatever it takes, like, we're going to get through this. And everything that we thought of, like, how can we stay alive? How can we keep the community out of, you know, with mental health and everything that was going on, even during COVID in the beginning, like, what can we do to keep the community engaged and involved and, like, that GC fam together? And that's when we created those live streams. And those live streams were, like, honestly, probably what saved us, aside from our community. We were doing these virtual group cruises where it was 72 hours to some of them. I mean, when Doc played 35, 36 hours, which was insane. Unheard of for a live stream. And what made it really unique was that it was live. Like, people were ordering him pizzas while watching him play, and he would eat the pizza that he was ordering. Like, it wasn't pre-recorded, it was live. When their internet went down, you were there with them. When they had to go to the bathroom, you were there with them. You know, so the live streams were a huge help. Obviously, creating the COVID relief fund, like, with being able to give to the community that was helping us stay alive. You know, being able to raise, you know, we raised almost $60,000 within 3 live streams. But aside from that, we were able to give back to the community and our, you know, production team, our furloughed staff, you know, everyone that gives so much to us for the first time. And it was just so humbling. And it was just like, it amazed me, like, the reaction from it. Like, Twitch got involved. Like, it was just so receptive. And it also gave me the chance to really play around with the lineups. You know, bring in the new genres and try new things and really kind of just see, like, all right, is this going to be receptive? You know, is this going to work? And then when Orlando came around and we started doing the bookings for Orlando, it was like, it worked for live streams. Let's try it for the live event. And, you know, we had I guess now we're going to call them the original 3.
The original 3?
The original 3.
Oh my gosh.
You know, granted, there's more than those, but, you know, having, you know, Midas and Trivecta and Amity, you know, Rika and Mila, just all of them just trusting us to introduce them to the GC fam and give them that opportunity to, like, really, and, you know, and we had Amity on the live streams, we had Haley on the live streams, and, you know, we had Rika and Mila on the live streams. We have all of them, like, so that was the first time we've ever really interacted, was Orlando. We were all meeting in real life for the first time.
Which was weird, because I felt like everyone already knew each other.
Like, everyone knew each other, and actually, like, Amity and I had linked, but prior to that, he was in Texas. And, you know, we're just like, yo, you're in Texas, like, let's go grab dinner. And, you know, it's always like, you're meeting someone online, and it's like, you really don't know each other that well other than the online relationship, but it felt like I knew him for so long. Like, it was just so natural. And that's what we also like to create here, is, like, you know, it's not about, like, how big the artist is. It's what they're going to do for the community and like what they're going to do for their fans. And that's so crucial. And I said it on the panel the other day, is like, without our captains, without our fans, without our community, like, we're just another organization, like we're just another business. Like, it's all about that word of mouth. It's all about growing your communities, and you know, more so than ever, like the artist community. It's like, they're all together right now. And,
yeah.
like, they don't get to experience that at a normal festival. Like, they come in, they play their set, you know, they hang out in the green room, and you know, some of them have to fly out immediately. Some of them are like, you know, well, I've been here since 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go back to like the hotel. But here,
you're
5 minutes away from a room, a nice shower, you know, after you play your set, you know, you go take a shower, change, and come back, and your friends are still there. It's an adult a sleepaway camp. You know, your friends. And that kind of has worked out really well for us, is booking artists who know each other and who are comfortable with each other, because, you know, going to a new place that if you've never been on a cruise, you've never done group cruise before, going to a new place by yourself is intimidating. Like, I don't care how, you know, sociable you
how
are.
Extroverted you are.
Yeah, exactly. Whether you're introvert or extrovert, going somewhere by yourself is intimidating. Like, I'm super outgoing. I can pick up a conversation with anyone. But there's always that initial, like, okay, how do I open up this conversation? And like, you go into
how do I be? How do I act? Like,
but having that support system where you already have a group of friends together, it makes it that much more natural to then grow that group. And I mean, it's awesome. And I know Midas said this on his interview in Orlando about the group chat. That group chat is still going. Like, you know, Midas' wife Lacey was telling me, you know, they talk about it in every single other day, and they're so stoked, and it keeps growing because as we bring more and more of the crew together and the family together, like, that group chat has grown so drastically. So it's like, yeah, just kind of creating these experiences for all of the artists. And I mean, like, you know, Claude and Green Velvet, you know, it's one of those, are they going to play as Get Real or are they not? It's one of those, they have to be in the moment, and you know, having them just be like, hey, we decided we're going to play a 4-hour Get Real set instead of going, you know, 2 hours as Claude, 2 hours as Green Velvet. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It really is.
I know that, like, yesterday, when you're saying that, like, we were at Spinnaker last night for Monica Santucci and then Kepik, and she was telling me, yo, myself, so Monica, Nurko, and Trivecta, we have this collab together, and this is the first time that we're hanging out. That we've all been in the same room together, so it's really special. And to see, like, you guys adding more folks, like, you know, Joey Newport, Blank, you know, like Nurko to the lineup. So now, like, the family's growing, and that friendship paired with the Groove Cruise fam culture, it just makes everything super wholesome, and everyone's also super involved, not just in playing music, but they're doing the mental health talk. They're participating in the open door sessions that we curated together. The women, the diversity panel. So there's just so much more than just the music. Everyone's super involved in just community, opening up the conversation and other experiences outside of just, you know, partying and the music.
Right, yeah, and I mean, again, that goes back to like the comfortability and like just being themselves. Like, you know, we have the Hood Politics crew together, and like DJ Susan, I've never really seen play, and so far all of his sets have been just like absolutely amazing. Like, so much energy, and like, you know, bringing on Shipwreck for the first time, and they did a live stream with us too, and you know, seeing their growth in their career, and they're doing Miami as well. You know, just so seeing all these artists that have never really been on group cruise, because this honestly is probably the biggest lineup we've ever had, but it's also the most first timers we've ever had. So it's like a lot of them are coming into this like, okay, what am I going to experience here? And you know, they kind of rely on the people that have been here before, and you know, I think we have like a really good system, and you know, I'm really excited to see where the future takes us as we continuously like grow these lineups.
I mean, I'm super grateful. I've been coming to Group Cruise for about 7 years now. And, you know, my first cruise I came on, didn't know what to expect. I came by myself. I roomed with a random person. And since then, I've just continued to be involved with you guys because I love the culture, the vibe, like everything that happens on the ship as well as off the ship. You guys do so much with Wet Foundation. You know, we went to Cabo. We volunteered at Orphanage, at, you know, Casa Hogar, and a lot of the artists get involved as well. And this was our biggest volunteer trip yet. I think there was like 100-something volunteers
That's incredible, yeah.
that came in 2 buses.
Yeah, 2 like coach buses.
They were not little buses; they were like massive buses.
I think it's the most activations we had at one too, because usually like we always try to find like a community event or like task to do. But I mean, you guys had so much going on.
Yeah, it was
like just so much, and like it just blows my mind, and it was just amazing. I saw the pictures, like Jason was moved by it, and like just I mean the Wet Foundation trips alone, like I've been on 3 of them. And it's just super humbling.
Yes.
And it just really just shows you how grateful that you need. Like, we're in the middle of the ocean with some of our closest friends, and it's a music festival.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many things to do here. There's like 42 different artist activities, artist hosted dinners,
food.
like unlimited food, and the food's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and this is the most packed I've seen the like dining rooms.
Yes.
Like usually like.
I'm like, wait, why is it so early and why are you all here? What's wrong with you people? Did you go to sleep yet?
I just don't know where the bacon keeps coming from. I'm watching everyone walk around with bacon plates.
You gotta go to the outdoor, the back
Right,
deck.
how have we not run out of bacon yet? Everyone's walking around with bacon trays. Like, it's a great, it's an amazing overall event. And we're really excited how this one turned out, for sure.
And like to have this and then also to be able to then go have this amazing experience. It's really humbling and gratifying to be able to then go to the orphanage, teach the kids how to DJ. So we had Lavelle, Sam Wolf, John Beaver teach the kids how to DJ.
That's so cool.
These are kids that, they don't have a lot, right? We're giving things to the moms, like giving them makeovers, like giving them stuff, playing soccer, US versus Mexico. So that's always one of my favorite parts, and I'll keep coming back to Groove Cruise like every single time. But with that said, what can we expect next? What can we expect from Miami, which is literally just around the corner, Skeeter?
Why would you do that to me?
Well, it's literally, we have a lot of work to do. We'll be done with Groove Cruise, and I bet you the week after we'll be on a call planning more stuff for January.
We're 3 months to almost the day that Groove Cruise Miami, we're 3 months to the day that Groove Cruise Miami would have ended. So that means that 2 days ago, we were
my back and neck hurts.
So, I mean, after this, obviously I go straight into, we're going to finish playing in Miami. And what to expect next, I cannot tell you. But
little hints, please.
I will say that based on when this comes out, it might already be out, but our 20th anniversary is coming up. Well, Jason's 20th anniversary, but that would be 20 years that Groove Cruise has existed in 2024.
That's insane. From a little corner of a ship to now this massive, insane
to like
thing.
200 people to literally doing these massive like full ship takeovers. I will say that the 20th anniversary is going to be a special one. We have already locked in some very special artists, and we're going to be announcing that hopefully very soon. I mean, Miami is pretty much sold out at this point. The biggest thing is like the FOMO that's been happening this week. So like the sales for Miami have picked up, so that will most likely sell out in the next couple of weeks, which is super exciting for us, because then we could focus on 2024. Some 2023 events, and start looking at 2025.
Amazing. And then what do you have for all the captains, all the GC fam out there, and everyone that's thinking about coming on the next cruise?
Well, for everyone that keeps coming back, obviously we absolutely admire and appreciate you. You are the captains. You are what steer the ship. Without you, this would be a regular cruise, and most of us wouldn't be here. So, one thing I will always say is that the surveys at the end of the events, we personally read every single one of those. That's how we figure out who you guys would love on the ship, both artist-wise, what ships to use, which activities you want us to do, what food choices. I mean, I think chicken fingers and mozzarella sticks have been on the survey for years. And it's like every single year we've always asked, can we have chicken fingers? Can we have mozzarella sticks? And we have chicken fingers on this cruise, and they can't put them out fast enough. Everyone wants chicken fingers.
I gotta go get me some chicken fingers.
Yeah, apparently, chicken fingers, mac and cheese are like,
okay.
Crack down there. But, obviously, like everything you guys do for us, we love to give back. So we involve you in the themes,
Oh, the themes.
That the themes have been absolutely like the creativity that has been with it on this one. And, if you haven't come yet, take the leap, join the sailing. Worst case scenario, you absolutely hate it. Jason will give you your money back.
Which is not gonna, you're not gonna hate it. Trust me, from someone that's been coming for 7 years.
No, but seriously, try it out. Give it a chance. Even a lot of the artists who have never been on are just like, even if you don't book us, like we're coming back as captains.
True.
So give it a shot. Book a room. Take the experience, and I mean, you're in the middle of the ocean, listening to music. Like I don't know how you can have a bad time.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, Skeeter, thank you so much. I so appreciate you, Lisa, Maylee, Jason, the entire team, and Neo and Al will continue to be involved however we can.
Absolutely.
I adore you guys. I'll keep coming back. You guys gotta check out this cruise if you haven't already. And after this, I'm gonna change into my Ursula outfit to be on theme for today.
There you go. Yeah, 'cause it's under the sea right now.
Yes, it is under the sea. Amazing. Thank you, Skeeter, for everything you do.
Thank you so much for having me, and this was great.
See you soon.
Bye, guys.